channel. This video is going to be about how we can use ChatGPT and use it for certain analysis and insight extraction when it comes to stock analysis. I have already talked about it in the previous video where I showed my top 3 picks, and I'll just show you how I use ChatGPT to support my research around those companies, and how you can also use ChatGPT for your own personal use cases when it comes to investing and personal finance. Okay, so let's jump into it. I don't want to waste time, so that is why I've already had a query, running query with ChatGPT. I'll just show you, what I discovered in this thread. So yeah, I started with, asking ChatGPT, what are the best ways to use ChatGPT when it comes to stock market. It gave me certain suggestions. You can do, research and analysis. You can certainly do technical analysis. So if you are learning technical analysis, if you're using drawings on charts, you can come back and ask the ChatGPT to give you a critical opinion on your drawings, on your analysis. And likewise for fundamentals, I think it is a great tool. It will give you a good English, very basic plain English summary of the numbers. If you are not a very math oriented person or a financial savvy person, I think ChatGPT is going to help you out there. And yes, apart from that, you can, obviously analyze it, use ChatGPT to analyze recent market phenomena, analyze the recent news, and, ask it, what's the summary of it, what are the takeaways of company after the recent announcements, and so on. So there are multiple use cases you can explore and have fun at your own level. So I started asking ChatGPT, can you give me a summary of all Tata stocks and their fundamental performance over the last 4 quarters, and also include key fundamental metrics, and give me a table format as an output. So I was wanting to use ChatGPT to do some fundamental research on all Tata stocks. It gave me information saying that it cannot pull data on its own, so I would have to provide data for it to give me a concise analytical viewpoint on top of that. So that is why I avoided this. And yes, if you're looking to probably deep dive into fundamental analysis, you can actually extract numbers from platforms like Screener. You can simply take CSV dump and ask ChatGPT to summarize the last 10 quarterly results for a company, and it will give you a good summary. I'm pretty sure about it. I have not used it for that purpose, because I do my fundamental research on my own. The next experiment I asked, I gave a download of the trend recent con call, the recent monthly presentation from the month of August. So I went through this presentation myself, looked at the numbers, and tried to make sense of what the company is doing and what the company is looking to do in the near future. And just I went back to ChatGPT and uploaded this PDF that I have downloaded, and I asked ChatGPT, give me a summary of this documentation, which is the investor presentation of Trent Limited. See, it is also important to understand that while using ChatGPT, you have to give it real prompts, as basic as possible. Break it down to the granular level so that ChatGPT also understands what you are seeking from your question. So yes, prompting ChatGPT in the right way is actually the biggest hack of using ChatGPT. When it comes to stock analysis, certainly yes. So yes, I asked, give me a summary of this document. Also include important company announcement, plan on how are they managing their financials, if there are any expansion projects in near term, and also include metrics if they are part of the document. It gave me a very, very insightful summary. Let's take a quick look. It gave me first bullet point as the key announcement. It also plotted out the numbers. I don't have to dig deeper and jot down the numbers. I can simply look at these numbers. I can save this message. I can share it in my community. I can have, discussion floated around this particular summary as well. So that's how it helps in multiple angles. It gave me key announcement. It gave me financial management strategies. It is also telling that the company is looking for cost optimization. They're also focusing on their own brands. For example, star format of stores are growing, in terms of their number of stores as well as their brand share. It is completely, in a massive turnaround stage right now, plotting numbers as well. It also helped me plot the expansion plan, how the store expansion is happening, what are the fashion concepts, food and grocery segments. Yes, with the brand Star, they are also venturing into food and grocery segments, and how they are contributing to its revenue. It is also something that you can extract using ChatGPT. You don't have to do all this analysis on your own. You just have to ask the right questions to ChatGPT, plain and simple. Also gave me a quick overview on CSR, key metrics at the end. But okay, while looking at the entire summary, it feels like it's text heavy. So I don't want to, read all of this. I just asked it again, any top 3 takeaways from the document which would significantly impact stocks performance in the near future? Now, this is a very, very targeted question. I'm asking ChatGPT, can you actually analyze the information in the document and tell me whether it will impact the stock's performance or not? So it analyzed the investor presentation and gave me a 3 bold, responses. One is that fundamentally it's having strong revenue and profit growth. We also looked at it while we recorded the previous video where we talked about why Trent has been a strong bet for me personally. The aggressive store expansion strategy is playing out in their favor, adding to the top line and bottom line as well. And again, there is a holistic focus on their own brands and margin improvement, which has come in the recent investor presentation. So that also adds up to, how strategically they are managing not just the top line in terms of aggressive expansion, but also controlling their bottom line. I think that's how you can, use ChatGPT in multiple formats. Now also see, this was a very, very crude way of, analyzing fundamentals of a company through just, simple prompts or, providing companies document. I also used it to, analyze the technical aspects of the stock. I gave it a picture of the screenshot of my own chart analysis of Trent. And I asked it, this is the weekly chart of Trent where I've displayed 2150, 200 EMA and RSI as indicators. We have talked about these indicators in our previous video. Please go back and check them out. Um, I asked ChatGPT, give me insights on key technical aspects of Trent's weekly chart. This is a weekly chart that I uploaded, and I asked it to critique my own technical drawings on the chart. Now, this is very interesting. Here, I have done some technical analysis. I'm coming back to ChatGPT and asking, verify why, whatever I've analyzed on the chart, whether it is right or wrong. So it says you have plotted moving averages. Moving averages, suggest that there is a bullish alignment on the stock, support levels. It is also telling me certain levels based on, the screenshot that I've provided. It is also saying that, the distance of the stock's current price from the 200 EMA is very, very significantly above the 200 EMA, and that's why it is slightly overextended in the short term. So it gives you a balanced feedback. Just try to also understand what ChatGPT is telling you. Talking about RSI, it analyzed the RSI plot also on the screenshot. And what does it say? It says it's currently in the overbought territory. It is trending at 80.42, which is, above the threshold of 70. We have also talked about RSI in the previous video. We have talked about RSI levels also. Please go back and check. Momentum analysis, when RSI is above 70, it's a sign of strong momentum. It also indicates that the rally is becoming overextended. See, again, it is a very, very balanced statement that the ChatGPT is making. Ultimately, it is also giving me certain key levels on the marked on the chart. It is telling that I have marked this, and these three levels. These are well chosen. These levels may serve as support if the price retraces, which means that the screenshot and the levels that I have marked may serve as good stop losses for me if I'm betting on this stock. Potential resistance, the mark level of 8235 also becomes a resistance. Again, very, very thorough analysis based on just a plain simple screenshot. So you can actually do technical analysis, come back to ChatGPT and verify your technical analysis and make a deeper understanding of whether you're doing a right analysis or not. And also I wanted to give a plain open-ended statement. I gave it a technical chart screenshot of ITC, asked it for giving me a technical analysis summary. So it just summarized my own chart for myself. So whatever I've done on this chart, it's just summarizing it for myself. It shows, it's ITC is currently showing bearish crossover. Support will be happening from 200 EMA. Price has broken the upward channel. There was a channel, now it has broken down. So whatever it sees on your chart, it sees on your screenshot, it actually breaks it down into plain simple English and actually tells you. So if you're finding certain technical charts across multiple forums, if someone is analyzing, don't plainly believe on it. You can actually use ChatGPT and verify the technical analysis, and ChatGPT will give you a critical point of view whether the technical analysis is right or not. Having said that, with everything that we have just looked at in terms of ChatGPT's strength for stock analysis, I think it is quite important to understand that ChatGPT is still learning tool, and you should not make any of your investment decision solely based on the analysis that you're doing through ChatGPT. So my suggestion would be to use ChatGPT for certain complementary analysis, research, just complementing your fundamental research or technical analysis. Just broadly use it for that, and it will help you, but don't solely rely on it. We'll see you soon in another video, and we'll talk more about certain trading strategies in our upcoming videos. Until then, see you soon. Goodbye.